The inspiration for the Little Lady Agency actually came out of real life in that my boyfriend has a lot of single friends. One of them had a bet on with my boyfriend that they could both stop biting their nails after Christmas. After trailing him around London all day trying to find a manicure, he said, "Oh no, actually now I've had my nails done, they look really great. Maybe we should do this again, but don't tell anybody." And then there'd be somebody who'd be going to a wedding, and of course they told their mum they had a girlfriend, but they didn't, so would I mind going with them and just not answering any specific questions about their relationship? So it did occur to me that what would happen if I was charging by the hour for this, and you could advertise, and suddenly the whole idea for the book just fell into my head, completely fully formed. All the characters I write about are based in some way on real people. I think it's quite important that you do ground your characters in real people's worries and problems and happiness. You never write about entire people, because that would be very embarrassing, really. But you tend to take little details of their personality, little snatches of conversations or things you've overheard on the bus. And I particularly love eavesdropping around here because all the people who live around here are kind of potential characters. I love getting on the bus around Sloane Square and just going round and round, listening to all the conversations going on behind me. I love living in London because I didn't actually grow up here, so I still find it quite exciting, the idea that you can go and get a bagel at Brick Lane Bagel Bakery at 3:30 in the morning, or you can walk across Waterloo Bridge at 6 o'clock in winter and see all the beautiful lights and the way everything glitters all the way down the Thames. I still find that quite magical and exciting. I have a series of notebooks and I make notes in longhand, and I do flow charts to work out which chapter goes next to which chapter, and I do big bubble diagrams because I'm quite quite visual. I need to see something written down before it really goes into my mind. And I have a page in my notebook which is 30 different little bubbles, and each chapter has to be filled in and moved on to the next one. But when it comes to writing the novel, I have to sit down with my laptop and really kind of type away, and because sometimes I find that I don't get ideas until I'm actually writing. And I think it's quite admiring of people who can sit down and plot an entire novel from start to finish and then write it, because loads of my best ideas don't even occur to me until I'm actually typing the scene, and the dialogue just kind of comes out without me having to think about it. So yeah, I always write on my laptop. I'd love to think that the character of Melissa was like me. I'd prefer to think the character of Honey was more like me. Melissa is very shy and very unsure of herself, and it's only when she's being Honey that she can actually tap into the very practical side of her personality. And I'd like to think that by Little Lady Agency and the Prince, Melissa's actually coming pretty close to realising that she is Honey, and she doesn't really need to dress up as her to access that kind of bombshell personality. But I suppose I have Melissa's practicality and Melissa's paranoia about how big her bum looks in skirts. But I'd like to think that I have Honey's wardrobe. Honey and I are both very keen on Vivienne Westwood. And I definitely have Honey's collection of high-heel black shoes. So this is a little bit of both of us in me.